Honda CRV
EX-L without launch control. VTEC kind of screams there at the top end. It's okay.
Horsepower and torque.
190 horsepower, 179 pound-feet of torque from a 1.5-liter turbo four-cylinder.
So this is the new CRV, fully redesigned, and pretty much like the HRV and the Civic, they're all exactly the same inside.
Yeah, and this powertrain is significantly better than what's in the HRV that we recently drove.
I wouldn't say significantly. Like, it is still kind of slow.
Hey, this is totally adequate. I wouldn't complain if I bought this.
Hey, I'm chilling around 60 kilometers an hour, and I floor it.
It's good. And then that top end, you get VTEC, it's like, bah, 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 back in 9,000.
Maybe I'm spoiled by my family SUV,
Perhaps.
the Mazda CX-5 Turbo.
Significantly more expensive than this. Actually, probably not, because you bought it used.
So now let's move to the looks of the outside, because they changed it up, and I think all of Honda's design language went to, instead of doing crazy Gundam style Civics and like weird spaceship looking HRV and CRVs, to every car is going to look as good and normal and at least offensive as possible.
And they nailed it with this car. I think it looks fantastic, and it kills the previous generation in looks.
And this color in white, like, it actually looks really great with the grille.
And the paint's even metallic. It's a really nice white.
So then our headlights, our DRLs are really cool. Our taillights are like really awesome. They kind of look like a combination of what?
They kind of look like a combo of Volvo like SUV taillights, but also a C8 Corvette.
Yeah.
So
I
there you go.
like it. Good job.
Yeah.
Who's Kia now?
A hell of a lot better than the HRV back end.
And then there's no exhaust tip at the bottom, but let's listen to it from the outside just for fun.
That's what it sounds like, nothing special. And from the front end, this one does look good, but there is also a sport model which looks slightly sportier. Just get the sport if you want the difference in looks.
I think there's gonna be a hybrid model coming up too.
Yes, which is gonna have even more horsepower as well.
Then from the side view, body lines, nothing offensive, just like newer updated style. Like, this whole style of this car is just nice.
And normal.
And then the wheels, they didn't stand out to me at all.
Same here.
And what would be the Continental recommended tire for a CRV?
The Cross Contact LX25.
I just switched to that on my CX-5, and they are so quiet, so nice. Like, I love those tires.
They're amazing tires. I've got them on my wife's SUV as well.
So then overall, looks-wise, does this RIP the Toyota Rav4?
Looks-wise, I don't know, because I really like how the Rav4 looks. Overall-wise, I'm going to save that for the end.
Okay, how about CX-5 or like a Taos?
Ooh, Taos, yes, kills it. CX-5, still really good looking. I would tie it with a CX-5.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's gonna be so many of these that they're gonna be kind of like boring after a while. But like my Mazda, I see thousands of them everywhere, so like my color isn't even special. I'm like, oh, it's another red one.
Yeah, they're mostly red for some reason. This is really good looking though. Like, if you buy one of these, I think you'll be very satisfied to see it in your driveway every day.
And if you want to see it in your driveway, hit up tsp.truecar.com to see dealer availability and dealer pricing.
Discounted price offers.
Yeah, a lot of you guys were stoked on the last CRV versus RAV4 comparison video. A lot of you purchased CRVs, so now we have the next one. We would love for you to tell us how your purchase went.
Yeah, we actually know when you guys buy the cars that we review, which is really cool.
So now moving on to the interior.
Love it. It's a Civic.
I want to talk about it from the passenger seat.
Okay.
You think you can make this launch control just ping with the CVT at 7,000?
I'll try. Traction off, low shifting, snow mode, just like we did in the HRV. Launch control.
It's not launch control.
Sing!
Ping, ping, ping.
Sing! There it is. Okay, so it has a CVT, and to make it do that, you got to do a couple different things. It doesn't normally do that.
I was driving mine in S mode, sport mode.
Okay, so I'll go drive traction back on.
And then drive mode to
normal. Floor it.
Higher up, it's a lot better.
Yeah, like around 5,000, 5,500, which is really high to be revving this car. It really does pick up. It does feel like it has VTEC, even though it's a turbo engine. Well, it does, I think, have VTEC.
Are you impressed that I can see the half analog, half digital gauge cluster from here, which we couldn't in the HRV because it had like the privacy the screen like for some reason.
I don't know why they did that, but here you can see it from the passenger side. Anyways, this is also all-wheel drive. You can also have your torque distribution gauge in your gauge cluster. The gauge cluster is half digital, half analog, just like it was in the HRV.
Would you rather just have like a Civic though with like full?
Probably. Like I don't know.
Maybe that's for future updates.
I guess.
And then for the rest of the interior, we have the normal Civic infotainment, which is also in the HRV. I think that's the best thing they could have done is switch everything to the same infotainment style.
Yeah, because it's a really good infotainment style.
So we got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay.
But you do have to step up to the EX-L Touring and above to get the wireless option. Otherwise, it's just wired below.
I prefer wired anyways, but yeah, it's cool. We got the home button, back button, volume knob, left and right tuning. We have Sirius XM satellite radio. It does rewind, and all the graphics on the screen look really nice. And if you do get a new car, you get a free trial to Sirius XM with the purchase. And if you buy a used one, you might qualify for a free trial as well. Hit up SiriusXM.ca.com/TheStraightPipes. What's your favorite station right now, Jacob?
Right now it's BPM.
BPM, man.
I'm
You've
feeling
been BPM.
It's summer, man.
But this does not have tune mix. I have tune mix in my Mazda, and I'm obsessed with it. Like I literally cannot buy another family car that doesn't have tune mix.
And then this also has a reverse camera, which is okay. It's totally passable.
Yep, but no 360 camera in any of the trims, which is really disappointing because I feel like for SUVs, that's like what you want in that. You just want to be able to see everything when you park.
Considering how much they refreshed with this brand new model, it would have been nice to see if they added that.
Considering a Sentra can be optioned with a 360 camera. That's my latest. Everyone needs a 360 camera.
Fair enough.
Reasoning.
And just like the Civic, we have this nice grille mesh pattern, which looks really cool, feels really premium. And then we also have gloss black, which kind of sucks. It feels like there's a little bit more than there was in the Civic. We have those
Some people like gloss black though.
Yeah, some people do.
It's a selling feature for them.
We also have those really nice clicky climate controls. So satisfying.
Wireless charger, normal shifter, normal drive mode things. Don't you feel like our car reviews are going to get pretty boring in the future when every interior is exactly the same?
I mean, Volvo's been doing it for a while, and we haven't actually reviewed a Volvo.
Interiors are kind of boring. We don't bother reviewing it.
Yeah. But then, well, the thing is, EVs are spicing everything up with like, why did they do this? Why did they do that? So I think we have a future in automotive journalism still.
We're still good. I would call ourselves car reviewers, not really automotive journalists.
I mean, we're both.
We're not really breaking any stories.
Sometimes we do.
Name one.
Yeah. Let me think.
What have we broken? Oh, we were the ones to say that the Mach-E can't do a burnout, and that the guy said they could do a burnout, and now it still can't do a burnout.
There you go.
We are journalists.
Thank you for answering my question. What about these cup holders? Do they pass or fail?
Yeah, they totally pass, but they are behind the shifter, which totally sucks. I don't like that style.
And what about the visors?
3, 2, 1. Full pass.
Good job.
And
Ooh,
then this
dude, it's black.
Oh,
that's cool.
This does have a lot of safety features. We got blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, all that good stuff. We got the really good adaptive radar cruise and lane keep in here.
Yeah, because Honda Sensing is actually standard on all trims, and then they added traffic jam assist for this year for this car.
All that stuff's good, but I chose my personal SUV to not have that stuff because it is like, I don't need it. Not everyone needs it, but I think it is like really nice if you do a lot of cruising on the highway, a lot of like 9 to 5 driving. In rush hour, like this would be perfect for it.
And speaking of a lot of 9 to 5 cruising and driving, the suspension on this is amazing. It's super soft. Like this feels, just driving this car blindfolded, which would be very dangerous, don't do that. It feels German in a good way. Like this feels like a Volkswagen. It's tight. The steering is nice and light, and the powertrain, like, it's good enough. This is like a really nice car to drive to work every day.
Okay, how about sitting in the car to work every day?
These seats are very comfortable. The only thing that sucks, I think, is that there's no cooled seats. You only have heated seats.
And we got heated steering wheel, and we have memory seats, which is very nice for the driver's side. How about the back seats?
So much room back there, and you can even recline the seats.
Yeah, and then if you fold them down, they do the thing where the bottom part goes forward. It's not like fully flat, but I think flat enough to have like a ton of room, and the trunk has a lot of room.
Best in class, I believe Honda says, and they've made this car so much bigger overall now.
And then if you push the button, it's a power liftgate in this version, and there is a button up on the inside to click lock. It doesn't have one of the things that you just click lock and the thing goes down. But you know, I don't like it. Even like my Mazda has the button to lock it.
Yeah.
Because you still got to stand there
exactly.
like an a-hole while the car just, and if you push it too early, it's like beep, 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 beep. It's like, God.
Yeah, just add the separate button.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And I feel like that's pretty much everything. There's like nothing weird, nothing offensive. It's very similar to the Honda Civic and the HRV, which we both really liked.
Yeah, and there's one thing I'd like to mention, that the primary plant that builds this car is in Alliston, Ontario, so shout out Canada.
Shout out Canada.
And the rest of the plants, I think, are in the States.
Shout out Canada. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get to the price.
We don't actually have a price because we're reviewing this so early, but if you look at previous pricing of the previous generation, it should be pretty similar to that, which starts around $30,000 Canadian and ends up around $40,000 Canadian for the EX-L, which is the one that we're driving.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get anything wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad for us to say.
This is RAV4 killer. Like, this interior.
No. RIP RAV4.
Okay, this feels like a luxury car in comparison to the RAV4 inside, and even just driving wise.
But the RAV4, like the trail, feels more like sporty,
yes.
more fun, more like the zany. Like,
bro, wait for the trail sport version of this one. With they're gonna put a roof. They're gonna put gas cans on the roof and spare tires.
We'll see.
It'll just be accessories. It won't actually be anything extra for like off-roading.
Let us know what you think of this new CRV. Hit subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, hit up our sponsors, tsp.truecar.com, buy some Continental tires for your car, and get some Sirius XM satellite radio.
Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. We love all of you for watching and leaving nice comments.
Yeah, and when every car is still exactly the same, we'll still review them all.
Yes.
Don't worry. We're doing this forever.
Exactly.